Two futuristic electric SUVs, both packed with luxury, tech, and insane performance. The 2026 Xpeng G7 and Zeekr 7X are redefining what an EV can be. In the next few minutes, I'll show you everything inside, outside, and under the hood. Features, driving experience, and all the high-tech details you need to know. And stay tuned! What if I told you that in a world obsessed with speed and power, there's a car that doesn't just move, it feels alive. You hear the whisper of its electric motors before you even see it. Then it glides in, clean white futuristic, the 2026 Xpeng G7. One look, and you realize this isn't just another SUV. This is the moment China tells the world, we can do luxury, and we can do it better. From this moment, you can't look away. The nebula white paint catches the light like silk under the sun. It's elegant, calm, but confident. You want to touch it. You want to drive it. And you know, this is not just design, it's presence. As you walk around the G7, you start noticing the kind of details that make you pause. The LED signature lights form a single, sweeping line across the front, like eyes that can read the road ahead. The frameless windows, the aerodynamic silhouette, the perfect balance between aggression and grace. It's all here. And then there's that front fascia, clean, minimal and yet powerful enough to look you straight in the eyes. You stand there, realizing how far Chinese automakers have come, and how this one, right here, might just be leading the future. Step inside, and the world outside fades away. The door closes with that soft, luxurious thump you only hear in top-tier European cars. The cabin feels like a silent lounge designed by an architect, not an engineer. Every material, every curve, every button, refined. The leather stitching flows like an art line. The dashboard stretches into an endless digital landscape. In front of you, the steering wheel glows softly with the Xpeng logo, futuristic yet warm. You breathe in, and it smells like a mix of innovation and ambition. This is the kind of interior that doesn't shout for attention. It earns your respect in silence. The massive infotainment screen dominates the cabin like a command center. It's crisp, fluid, and responsive. The AI assistant greets you the moment you enter, adjusting the lighting, temperature, and even music based on your mood. It learns you, like a quiet companion that knows what comfort means. The ambient lights run through the cabin like flowing energy, changing tones as you drive. It's cinematic, emotional, and deeply futuristic. And yet, despite all the screens and sensors, it still feels human. The seats hug you, the visibility is perfect, and the panoramic roof opens the sky like a movie scene. But the real magic begins when you start driving. You press the pedal, and there's silence, then motion. Smooth, instant, confident. The G7 uses dual electric motors that deliver a punch of over 470 horsepower, with torque that feels endless. 0 to 60 miles per hour comes in around 3.9 seconds. But the beauty is not in the speed. It's in the calmness of it. You don't feel chaos. You feel control. Every movement is balanced, every curve effortless. The suspension adapts to the road like it's reading your mind. And even on rough terrain, it glides like luxury on air. It's quiet, stable, and powerful. The perfect trinity for modern electric SUVs. You stop for a second, and the silence of the motor makes you realize how advanced this technology has become. Regenerative braking feeds power back into the system, the sensors scan the road, and the AI monitors your attention to keep you safe. You can almost sense the car thinking, calculating, protecting you. It's like driving inside intelligence itself. The advanced driver assistance system, powered by Xpeng's latest autonomous platform, gives you features usually reserved for much more expensive brands. Lane assist, adaptive cruise, 3D mapping, automatic parking. It's all built in and it feels seamless, not forced. Range anxiety? Forget it. The Xpeng G7 offers up to 600 kilometers on a full charge. That's not just numbers, that's freedom. Whether you're gliding through city streets or cruising along highways, the efficiency stays consistent, thanks to its aerodynamic body and advanced battery management. The charging speed is another story. Just 15 minutes on a supercharger gives you enough range for your daily drive. It's fast, it's smart, and it's built for the real world, not just a spec sheet. Then there's the sound system. And no, it's not just speakers. It's an experience. The surround setup is tuned to perfection, turning every track into a concert. Combined with the noise insulation and glass quality, it feels like being inside your own private studio. Every beat, every note, every whisper, crystal clear. And if you open the panoramic roof at night, you get that perfect moment. Stars above, music flowing, the electric hum of the G7 blending with the night breeze. That's what driving should feel like. From the outside, the G7 looks like a piece of minimalist sculpture. No unnecessary lines, no fake vents, just beauty and proportion. The nebula white finish gives it a timeless aura, reflecting every environment differently. Under sunlight, it glows pure and clean. Under streetlights, it shines like polished silver. The design is not aggressive, it's graceful power. And that's what makes it stand out in a world of over-designed SUVs. Safety, of course, is built into every layer. The structure uses high-strength steel and aluminum, giving it both rigidity and lightness. The AI constantly monitors the environment, pedestrians, cyclists, vehicles, keeping you and everyone around you safe. It's not just smart driving, it's responsible driving. The G7 is proof that luxury doesn't need to be loud, it needs to be intelligent. You start realizing this car isn't just a vehicle. It's a statement, a message that technology can be emotional, that electric can be exciting, and that Chinese innovation has reached a point where it no longer follows. It leads. The G7 isn't trying to be European or American. It's defining its own language. Modern Chinese luxury, clean, futuristic, and confident. As you pull up to a stop, reflections of city lights dance across the white paint. People turn their heads, not because it's loud, but because it's different. It doesn't need attention. It earns admiration. You step out and even the soft, closed doors feel expensive. Every detail leaves an impression. This is the future of driving. Silent, intelligent, beautiful. The 2026 Xpeng G7 is more than an SUV. It's a glimpse into what happens when design, technology, and emotion collide perfectly. So if you've ever wondered what the next generation of luxury feels like, it's this moment, right here. The calm hum of an electric motor, the quiet power under your feet, the glow of nebula white under city lights. This is where future meets feeling. And for the first time, the future looks beautifully human. This is the 2026 Zeekr 7X, an electric SUV from China that's quietly rewriting what luxury really means. The moment you look at it, you realize this is not another Tesla competitor. It's a statement. A statement that says Chinese innovation has officially arrived on the global stage, and it's here to scare some of the biggest names in the industry. The design language is striking. The 7X has that calm, confident presence you usually find in European SUVs, yet there's something futuristic about the way it carries itself. The front end is clean, dominated by a thin LED light bar that stretches across the width, connecting sleek adaptive headlights that look alive when they illuminate. The Zeekr logo floats in the center like it's hovering in mid-air, glowing subtly under the light. In that deep forest green color, it looks like liquid glass, reflecting the environment around it in a way that feels almost hypnotic. From the side, the 7X has a sculpted silhouette, sporty but elegant. The roofline slopes gently toward the rear, giving it a coupe-like character, while maintaining full SUV practicality. The flush door handles pop out silently, the frameless windows add that extra touch of modernity, and the 20-inch aerodynamic wheels finish the look perfectly. Move to the rear, and you'll find a light bar that runs cleanly across the back with razor precision, giving the SUV a wide, commanding stance. It's futuristic, yes, but still classy, never loud or over-designed. Then there's how it drives. Built on Geely's C platform, the same architecture behind other Zeekr and Volvo EVs, the 7X offers both rear-wheel and dual-motor all-wheel drive options. The top trim pushes out around 440 horsepower, enough to launch from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. But it's not just about raw speed. It's how composed it feels while doing it. The ride is smooth, quiet, and balanced. The suspension soaks up rough roads, and the steering has a solid, weighted feel that gives you instant confidence. There's very little body roll, even in corners, which makes this SUV feel agile despite its size. Once you step inside, the Zeekr 7X shows its real magic. The cabin feels like stepping into a luxury lounge rather than an electric car. Everything you see or touch feels premium. The soft touch materials, the precision stitching, and the attention to detail, all of it feels far beyond its expected price point. The interior design follows a minimalist philosophy, but it's not empty. It's warm, futuristic, and clean. Right in front of you sits a massive curved dual-screen setup, one for the instrument cluster and one for infotainment, floating seamlessly across the dash. The system runs Zeekr OS, powered by a Snapdragon processor, and it's incredibly smooth. Every swipe, every tap responds instantly. With crisp animations and zero lag, you can control almost everything with voice commands, navigation, climate, music, even ambient lighting. It listens naturally and responds fast. The steering wheel feels refined, compact, flat-bottomed, and wrapped in fine leather. It's got simple, elegant controls that let you manage driving modes or media without looking away from the road. Behind it, the digital instrument panel is clean and informative, with beautiful graphics that shift colors based on drive mode. Look around, and you notice how much thought has gone into every corner of this cabin. The center console floats slightly, leaving hidden storage underneath. The crystal gear selector glows softly under ambient light, and the cup holders slide smoothly like they're part of an expensive watch mechanism. The seats are wide, sculpted, and deeply cushioned, ventilated, heated, and wrapped in eco-leather that feels softer than some genuine hides. They hug you perfectly, and the perforated pattern glows subtly when the ambient lights shift color. The audio system transforms the cabin into a concert space. Every beat, every note feels rich and balanced. Zeekr's engineers worked closely with premium sound designers to ensure clarity, and the difference shows the moment you turn up the volume. The back seats are just as impressive. There's plenty of legroom, and the flat floor design makes the cabin feel even larger. The rear passengers get their own air vents, USB-C ports, and adjustable lighting. The panoramic roof stretches all the way above your head, flooding the space with light during the day and giving you a starlit view at night. It's an environment built not just for travel, but for experience. Practicality hasn't been forgotten. You've got over 580 liters of trunk space, with split folding rear seats if you need more. The tailgate opens electronically, and the loading height is low, so you can easily fit luggage, strollers, or weekend gear. It's the kind of space that makes the 7X ready for both daily life and long family trips. Now range, the question every EV buyer asks first. The Zeekr 7X offers up to 420 miles on a single charge depending on configuration. That's competitive even by US standards, and the best part? It supports ultra-fast DC charging. Plug it in at a high-speed station, grab a coffee, and in just 10 minutes, you'll have nearly 200 miles of range back. That's convenience at a new level. Safety and technology go hand in hand here. The 7X features a full suite of driver assistance systems: adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, blind spot detection, automatic emergency braking, and intelligent park assist. Higher trims even come with Level 3 semi-autonomous capability, which means the car can handle certain driving conditions almost completely on its own. Multiple cameras, radar sensors, and LiDAR units work together to give the car a near 360-degree awareness of its surroundings. It's like driving with a co-pilot that never blinks. Build quality is another area where Zeekr truly surprises. The doors close with that satisfying deep thud, the kind of sound that tells you this is solid engineering. The panels are perfectly aligned, the materials consistent, and there are no cheap plastic shortcuts anywhere. Even the engine bay is designed beautifully, with clean coverings and organized wiring that shows attention to detail. Driving the 7X feels calm and sophisticated. The acceleration is instant, but not brutal. It's controlled. The cabin remains whisper quiet, even at highway speeds, with excellent insulation that blocks out tire and wind noise. The suspension has been tuned to offer both comfort and confidence, making it perfect for city drives and long highway stretches alike. And when night falls, that's when the Zeekr 7X truly comes alive. The ambient lighting pulses gently around you. The digital displays glow in a soft hue, and the headlights cast a precise white beam that cuts through the dark like a laser. It feels like a spaceship that just happens to have wheels. When you start to think about what this SUV delivers, the design, the craftsmanship, the performance, the range, the tech, and then realize it costs far less than its European or American rivals, it almost doesn't seem real. Zeekr isn't just building electric cars, they're redefining the standard for what's possible at this price point. The 2026 Zeekr 7X is more than a vehicle. It's a glimpse of where the industry is headed. It's proof that luxury no longer needs to come from a badge. It can come from innovation, vision, and courage. So the question now isn't whether Chinese EVs can compete. It's how long before they lead. Because when you look at the Zeekr 7X, you don't just see a car. You see the future. Parked and ready to roll. And if this is what the future looks like, I'd say the world's about to get very, very interesting.